in most organization, when you see the induction, right, you look at any managers who would, ask the new employee, ki, did you got your laptop? Did the HR policies were explained to you well? Did you get the nice place for your guest house when you moved in? That is a general, induction, you would see, or the orientation. But I always feel that if managers can spend maybe just not more than 15-20 minutes when the employee joins for the first time, it can have a very, very long lasting impact. And generally the way I think a manager can benefit from that is that maybe when he starts to meet the first employee, he should start with of taking permission from the new joinee, saying that I do have your resume and I know that when you got interviewed I was updated on your profile, but in your own words, can you describe how has been the journey for you? Where did you start your schooling? Where did you do your college? Now, as the employee is narrating his story, like for example, if the employee says that I studied in, say, Panipat Engineering College, and if I have existing team members from that same area, I could say to the new employee that, oh, after we finish our discussion, I would introduce you to somebody from Panipat who is also there. He might be your senior, or he might be a junior, or senior rather, because a senior person who would have been with in the same college can have a great connect. Then the next question could be that if you move from, say, Delhi to Hyderabad, so is your family going to move along with you, or what about parents and things like that? So you can start like one after another in a very systematic manner. So start with their schooling, college, then go to the family, and you can again and again in between tell the new employees that if you feel anything that you don't want to share, it's perfectly okay, but I just want to talk to you because we're going to work together for many years. So now when you say this, suddenly the employee feels that, oh, this is a place that I'm going to be here for many years. And then you asking, what's your general routine on weekend? Do you love sports? What are there any hobbies that you want to share? So as the person is sharing, like for example, if a person said I love cycling, for example, on weekend, and in your company, if you have a cycling club, you can immediately talk about that. Or as he moves, hobbies, and so what is happening with this whole 15 minutes is the other person really starts to experience that this is a place that the manager is really caring about me as a person and not just as a resource. So that's the experience you're giving, and I can share one very interesting experience I had. So this new employee joined, and I was talking about the family. He shared that one of the reasons he moved to Hyderabad was that his mother was going through some chemotherapy, and in Hyderabad we have some very good setup of medical, and hence he moved. So I asked him that, did you check about the chemotherapy time? And he said, yeah, it's morning 8:30 to 9:30. Now then I asked him that, would you like me to put you in a UK shift, because that starts only at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And that was fantastic, because then he can comfortably get the chemotherapy done and then come to office. Now, since I had a choice of putting him into a morning project or in the afternoon project, but imagine if I had not had this conversation, and I would have put him in the morning shift, for example. Every day he would have to rush, and then he would get late, and then the customer would escalate, and then I would know that why is he coming late. And then if I have to move him to the afternoon shift, then I have to like change the IDs, talk to the customer, make the customer unhappy. So there are lots and lots of benefit of inducting a new employee, much more deeper than just the basic logistics of their laptop, their project, and HR policies and processes. And if you can do that, I can tell you that you would have people staying much longer than what otherwise would happen. Because just remember that when people are coming to a new place, there is some amount of anxiety. They are still having maybe good memories of the earlier company. Like in this case, he didn't want to otherwise leave that company. He was coming because of his mother's treatment. But imagine if we give this experience, then he would want to be with us longer and not go back to his old company where after the mother's treatment is done. So I thought I'll share this with you, and do share me how is your induction right now, and do you think If you try this and if you see any changes, do let me know. And if you have any more ideas about induction, do share so that the people who are watching this may also benefit from this. Thank you so much.